I had retired in 2013, and then in 2017, the seat on the council opened up, and I was thinking personally, okay, what do you want to do next? 4 years of retirement and cleaning out cupboards was fine, but I wanted to do something else. And I had been engaged in a lot, United Way and the Black Hawk County Gaming, and those had come to an end. So I thought, okay, what's next? In 2017, I had the opportunity to run for at-large, and my background had been in government. I had two passions, the city of Waterloo and government, and the city council seemed to be a good fit for me. When I was at Intercog, that's what we did, was work with local government, with county government, with state and federal, but I especially enjoyed city government. So this is where I wanted to go. One of the things I ran on, there were two things that were really what I wanted to push, or maybe three. One was civility. On the council at the time, they were arguing during the council meetings all the time. And it just wasn't the image that we wanted to project. Plus, I always believed that you can get things accomplished with anyone if you can sit down and talk through it. And so civility and accomplishments were the things that I really wanted to bring to the council and hopefully accomplish. But also I had a large passion, huge passion for broadband. I had worked on the committee back in 2005 that approved creating a municipal broadband utility. And so I wanted to get that going. We had passed it, but nothing had happened. And so I wanted to work on that. But then as I reflect back on the 4 years, and you had asked me to do that, you said that might be something we mentioned, so I started thinking about specifically what we had done. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna go through kind of a list. But one of the things that I was really proud that we accomplished, and it was kind of a mess when I took office, was the convention center and the hotel. That had been a real subject of concern, and so I thought if we could get that resolved, and we have. We've fixed up the convention center, it's beautiful, so we've approved the money for that, and we sold the hotel, they renovated it, and I think that's something that all the community can be proud of. I was really proud of passing rules of procedure for the council, and that took months on a committee to get that ready to bring to the council, but so that we knew how we were supposed to behave. With the fire department, we got a grant that allowed us to get more firemen on the job, and we were able to, thanks to the leadership, and all of what I say is thanks to the leadership of the department heads. We might approve the funding, we might approve some agreements, but it's the department heads that I've enjoyed working with so much. And so that in the fire, they not only got that grant for more fire people, but they also created new revenue sources, and that helped tremendously. The Fair Chance Initiative was something that I was very proud of, because this gives felons and other incarcerated people, when they get out, it gives them a better chance to be considered for employment. And not only did we pass that, again, I'm so proud of that, but I wanted to make sure that the businesses in town knew what was involved in implementing that. So we did training for the business people. And then we had a change, the Supreme Court of Iowa kind of tweaked our agreement a little bit, and we're in the process right now of getting together training for the businesses so that they know what those tweaks are, and that was really important. Through the police department, we've gone through a rough time, nationally as well as locally, and I think out of all of that, I've been really proud of the police improving their communication with the minority community. We've gotten a lot of new equipment for the police. We've gotten all new cars for the investigative team. So we've really tried to enhance that whole effort. we've got some great police officers, and we just need to help them be the best that they want to be. The thing that I'm most proud of is the broadband. Again, that was one of my big goals coming in, and we have moved that along. This is the first time in the last few years that we've taken constructive steps towards enhancing the broadband, not only so that we can become a smart city, so that the city operations, but we're now moving towards fiber to the home, and that's going to be huge. We have lost businesses in this town because we didn't have adequate broadband, and this is going to address that. Back to the police, one of the more controversial things that we did, but I'm still very proud of, is updating the police logo. And that caused a lot of consternation for a lot of people, but I believe that it was the right thing to do. What company doesn't change their logo in 60 years? Mm-hmm. In this, if you've got something that's offensive to people, why wouldn't you want to address that? And my belief is that a piece of material isn't near as important as the feelings and the beliefs of people. And so I was proud that we got that done. We accomplished a lot, and that's just a few of the things. But sometimes the public doesn't know how much we've accomplished. I mean, look what we're doing with roads, with the sewer system, getting the bridges. I remember when I was at Intercog, my transportation director said, "Don't drive over Park Avenue." We're now going to fix that, and same with 11th Street. So is there still a lot to do? Absolutely. But we've made so much progress, and I'm proud of being a small part of that. One thing that I was so pleased to find out, by being Mayor Pro Tem, I get to sit in on the department head meetings every Thursday morning. We have got an incredible staff. I knew they were good. I didn't know how good. And I didn't know how committed they are to the city. And so I was really pleased with that. We all have disappointments. And the disappointment is, if you'll remember, one of my first goals was to enhance civility. And I think we don't see the breakout arguments at the council meetings as much as we used to, but we do see it occasionally. Sit and listen. And I've said that to all of them. Don't go into this assuming that you have all the answers, because I assure you, you don't. I had 30 years in local government, and I was still surprised by so many issues. The complexity of the sewer system, for Pete's sakes. I'm one of those people that if I can't see it, I don't understand it. So anything below ground is a real challenge for me. So I had to sit and listen to the city engineers, to public works, so don't assume you've got all the answers when you come in, or that you even know all the questions. So I've told all of the new people, and that we have got an incredible group of new people coming in. I think we'll all be they have passion, they're bright, they're engaged, and they want to make a difference. And I've just said, listen, your first couple months should just be spent on learning and listening and getting your questions answered. So that would be my advice to anybody coming in. I still love Waterloo. I still love city government. I still want to help. So that energy is there. I just found that because of some health issues, I can't give it the physical energy that it deserves. And so that's the reason I'm backing off. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to still stay engaged. And I've told the mayor, whatever I can do with the broadband, whatever I can do in any way to help, please call on me, and I think he will. And I'll occasionally be in the audience, or I'll certainly be watching at home and offering to help in any way that I can.